Hello everyone and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I wanted to make a quick video about the Emic Trunkheart fusion and a affinity friendly full auto speed tune comp that I came up with for him for the Ultra Nightmare clan boss. I'll get to that in a second. First I just wanted to show that I actually got the fusion done. Just waiting on actually summoning him for the clan v clan. Gotta level this last champion a few more levels, and then once clan v clan starts, I'll go ahead and summon Emic and book him out. And then also I wanted to show you guys, I am fairly new to the game, never really played it before. I am on day 129, completely free to play. The only thing I've ever spent on in this game was when I first started. They got me with one of those $3 packs for the ancient shards and some energy. I just wanted the energy mainly to keep playing. But yeah, fairly new to the game. I did complete the Newt fusion prior to this. I did not think I would be able to get the following fusion, whatever it was. With my mindset in doing the Newt fusion was do whatever it takes, dump whatever resources, use the gems, use the shards that you have, like get this character, he's awesome. So that's what I did, and I got the Newt fusion, and then coming out of that I was just tapped on resources. I did not plan to be able to complete the following fusion, whatever it may be, to the point where when they had an event for the Newt skin, I saw that I could actually win it in my bracket. So whatever resources I did have left over, I dumped into that. I was not planning ahead for another fusion. And then, of course, they announced Emic, and he's an Unkillable, which I do not have, and I need for my account. My account desperately needed an Unkillable or a block damage character for the team to really progress. Let me show you here my clan boss right now. I am doing Nightmare. It's taking me 3 to 4 keys a day, so this will definitely bump up my stats. As you can see here, I'm using Haikatoon, War Maiden, Newt, Artak, and Rhonda. That being said, let me go ahead and show you guys the composition that I came up with for Newt, or for Emic, once I actually do summon him. So as soon as I realized, okay, like I am able to get this fusion done, I started working on a comp. So as soon as I was able to summon him, I, have an idea of what I need to work on and start building that and push into Ultra Nightmare. So as for the comp, this is full auto. It's budget friendly, so anyone really could do this comp, as long as you have, obviously, Emic Trunkheart. You do need a block damage or a block debuffs. I guess you could do other types of characters. It doesn't have to be block debuffs, but I found Seducer is what worked. He has a 4 turn cooldown on his block damage, which works perfectly with Emic. And then you need an extend. For me, I happened to pull Oellas during one of the summoning events for Emic. I understand not everyone has her. She's not budget friendly, but before I got her, I was actually planning to fill this position with Valerie, and it works just the same. Valerie has an extend on a 4 turn cooldown. The only difference is Oellas extend comes with a heal, whereas Valerie doesn't provide any heals. And what you'll see is the heal keeps the team to where the clan boss will always select your stun target pretty much for the stun attack, and that's very important because your stun target is running at very low speeds, so he's pretty much taking 2 turns, and that way when he gets hit with the stun, he still has a Unkillable, whereas the rest of the team does not. And that's how it works pretty much with the Emic. the one pretty much that provides the unkillable. There's no other unkillable or block damage. Seducer provides the block debuffs. That keeps it affinity friendly. That keeps your stun target from actually getting stunned. And then Oella for the extend, again, Valerie would work. And it's also very important if you're using Oella to point out that I didn't book her, so her extend is on a four turn cooldown. If I booked it, it would be 3-turn cooldown, which I don't think would work. And then B, you have to turn off the A3 for this speed tune to work. The boost in turn meter will throw things off tremendously. I actually had to remake this entire video because I didn't realize I didn't have it turned off in the demonstration that I showed. So that's very important. You turn that off and you don't book her. Otherwise, Valerie works. The only difference is when you use Valerie, your team needs some kind of healing, either through, lifesteal, bloodthirst, whatever it is, to keep their health thresholds to where the clan boss will always target your stun target. So as for the team, my stun target I chose to be Royal Guard. Out of all the characters I had, he was the most fitting because his A1 provides a decreased defense, which I didn't have on the team. And then he has pretty much the most damage. I'm sure like you could put a poisoner here or something. That'll also bring damage, but his enemy max HP attack pretty much did that. And what I did is I turned off his A2 simply because I don't want it to incur a cooldown, and it's not really that much damage. I don't have masteries on him. He's not like fully leveled up. He's not 6-star yet. And I had him in a reflex set and a retaliation set. So what that does is it reduces the cooldown on the smack with the reflex, and then retaliation just increases the chances of him hitting the boss with the A1 and putting up a decreased defense essentially on the boss. He moves, his speed is at 118, and that pretty much is, so as you could see here in the speed tune, he's moving that slow, so he has unkillable on him every single time he gets hit by the stun. So as you can see here, he gets hit by the stun, and unkillable is fading on the turn after the stun pretty much, and then Emic puts it up on the team again. The entire team will click into tune at turn 6, turn 7-ish, but it's full auto from the start. I'll go over the settings here as we go through the characters. Moving on to Newt. This could be, again, any damage dealer. He just happens to be my strongest character for damage. I have him at 171. And I have him opening with his A2. So that does two things pretty much. One, I get the weaken on the boss as soon as possible. And two, the following turn, when Oella does her extend, it'll extend his counterattack. And then, as you can see, he will have counterattack up the entire time throughout the whole fight with the clan boss, which is that much more damage. And it also removes him from being a stun target because clan boss doesn't like to target people with counterattack. Emic is moving at 241. No real presets here. Pretty much what he does is he puts up his unkillable, he does his CDR, and then his A1. Unkillable, CDR, A1. And you'll see it'll click into tune here at turn 6 where he goes last, he puts up the unkillable, and then the team has unkillable for both the AoE smacks. They lose it before the stun, but the stun target still has it. No one else is taking damage on this turn. It's just my Royal Guard. So the clan boss hits Royal Guard has the unkillable, doesn't die, and we go again, right? Unkillable, it lasts 2 turns on the team, and then Royal Guard takes the hit, and then it wears off on him before he gets it again. That's very same turn. Seducer, he's moving at 191. Pretty much I open up with his A2, and then it's full auto. He does his block here, his block debuffs, and then it gets extended by Oella, and it's pretty much up the entire fight on everyone. He also provides a mini decrease or increased defense, which is bumping up my Newt's damage. Kind of Newt is my main damage dealer in this. He's the only character I have that like pumps out the damage, right? Like Royal Guard, I don't think is anywhere near him simply because A, he's still 5-star and he doesn't really have all that Newt has. He's not as well built as Newt. And then finally, Oella. As I mentioned, she's not booked. If you book her, it does not work. I understand not everyone has Oella. That's not the budget character. Originally, this was planned with Valerie. I just have it set up here with Oella. Valerie works just like Oella works. The only difference, again, is you have to find a way to heal your characters, right? Like they have to maintain higher thresholds. They have to be able to pretty much have higher health and health percentage than your stun target, right? And then your stun target needs to be able to not be at 0, right? Like he needs to find some healing, but he can't be like too high of health, right? So if he's at full health and let's say like Seducer is like half health, Seducer is probably going to get targeted. So it just ends up working with this group for me. You know, you could swap any of these characters, really. Obviously not Emic, he's the star of the show, with a very similar role, right? Oella with Valerie, Seducer, what's it called? I actually pulled that character. This one. Doom Priest, right? Doom Priest will remove the stun. Block debuffs on that last 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. All that will work in the Seducer spot. Emic is the star of the show, as stated. Newt could be any damage dealer. It doesn't have to be a weaken, right? Like if you have someone who just pumps out damage, you know, that would be in this spot. And then anyone for your stun target, right, who's also a damage dealer. And on paper, it looks like it works very well, right? Like Unkillable's up for the AoEs. The stun target still has Unkillable on him. You have block debuffs to make it affinity friendly. So if you are fighting the Spirit Clan boss, you don't take the debuff, the slow debuff. So your speed tune will still work. Other than that, again, it looks good on paper. I will have to do a follow-up video once I actually summon Emic. And then I also, none of my other characters are, other than Newt, is that 6-star light, but like, where are they? Royal Guard's at 5-star, Oellas 5-star, Seducer's 5-star. None of these characters, other than Newt, have their masteries done. So I probably need to work on that for the next week or so, and then I'll do a follow-up video actually testing it on Ultra Nightmare. I don't know how many keys it's going to take. Probably 2 to 3 keys, but for me, that's still a jump up. And I'm sure as I like tweak out their gear, as I probably find like another character, maybe Royal Guard isn't the best in that position. Maybe I could find something else that fits in there, some better poisoners or something. There's definitely a lot to improve upon. But this is what I got for now, and I'm super proud of this. Like, completely worked on this, did my research, watched other people and their input, their videos. My first, essentially, speed tuning composition was very stressful trying to make it work and messing with these buttons and, you know, doing all of the things to make sure, like, oh, okay, it works. And then I obviously can't test it because I haven't summoned my Emic yet. And I'm not a big time content creator that gets content or beta access or whatever it's called to the special servers where you get to test things out. That being said, as stated, I made that previous video for Newt, which had a outstanding outcome of 19 views, 0 likes, and 0 comments. So thank you to the 19 people who viewed my video. If you guys did like this video, you know, leaving a like, a comment does help a lot. It goes a long way. It helps me make better things, make better content for you, address the actual points that you guys want to be addressed. As stated in the last video, I definitely want to get into content creating. I narrowed it down to either for Raid Shadow Legends or World of Warcraft. Right now, those are my top 2 games, I enjoy those the most. As things progress, as I get feedback and comments, I will definitely work on improving the quality of the videos, adding more, flash and pizzazz to the video so you guys like them a little more. I want to hear what people say in regards to feedback, in regards to what I could improve upon, etc., etc. Again, thank you to everyone who's watching this. Your support means a lot to me. This is definitely something I want to expand upon and transition into doing full time. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one.